Let's get this show on the road. Alright now, stop what you're doing, put down that remote, I need your full attention right here. Before we get into the good stuff, trust me, it is good stuff. Do your man Steve a favor, hit that subscribe button. That's right. Share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Your cousin who's always complaining about his knees being crammed on a plane. Your auntie who deserves to fly in style for once. Give this a big old thumbs up. Let the world know we're about to change the travel game for good. You do that for me, and I'ma do something for you. I'ma give you the keys to the kingdom. Now let me ask you something. You ever been stuck in a middle seat on a 5-hour flight? Guy on your left hogging the armrest, someone on your right asleep, mouth open, snoring like a broken lawnmower, staring at that little curtain separating you from paradise. People walk past, turning left into the big comfy seats, and you think, Lord, when is it gonna be my turn? Well, your turn might be coming sooner than you think. Let's be real. Every single time you book a flight, a little part of you starts to dream. You see that seat map, tiny squares in the back, big beautiful rectangles up front. You click your assigned seat, 32B, and you sigh. But then the dream kicks in. You imagine walking to the gate, the agent calls your name. Uh-oh, what did I do now? They smile and hand you a new boarding pass. You look down, seat 2A, hallelujah. You think about perks, extra legroom, stretch out like a living room, wider seat, no corset, a real pillow, a blanket that isn't sandpaper, a drink before takeoff, a real glass. You feel like royalty. All that stress from packing and getting through security just melts away. That's the dream. It's about more than comfort. It's about respect. It's about feeling valued. In the back you feel like another number, another body filling a seat, but the upgrade feels like, we see you. We appreciate you. We want you to have a good experience. It changes your whole attitude. You don't mind a small delay, you're patient, you smile at flight attendants, your better mood spreads. It turns a stressful travel day into a luxurious experience. Now the reason that Dream feels so good is because getting an upgrade is hard. It's really, really hard. Think about it. On a plane with 200 people, there might only be 12 or 16 of those fancy seats up front. A lot of people want them. The airline isn't just giving them away like free samples at the grocery store. They have a system, a complicated computer-driven system that decides who gets to turn left and who has to make that long, sad walk to the back of the plane. It's a science, and most of us are on the outside looking in. First off, you're competing with the road warriors. These are the folks who fly every single week for their job. They've got more frequent flyer miles than you can count. Super, platinum, diamond, unobtainium. The computer is programmed to reward them first. They are the airline's best customers at the top of the upgrade list automatically. Before you even get to the airport, most empty first-class seats are promised to top-tier flyers. You're starting the race from way behind. Then you have the people who just pay for it. It's a complex system that makes an unexpected upgrade feel like you just hit the jackpot. Now you've probably heard all kinds of so-called tricks to get an upgrade. People talk about these things like they're gospel truth. You see them on the internet, you hear them from your know-it-all brother-in-law. Oh, all you gotta do is this. Well, I'm here to tell you. Most of that advice is pure foolishness. It's a waste of your time and might even make you look silly. Let's go through a few of these myths so you can stop trying things that are never, ever going to work. First, there's the old dress to impress trick. People will tell you to show up to the airport wearing a fancy dress. They are looking at a computer screen, not your shoes. The guy who flies every week in business class is probably wearing jeans. Dressing up doesn't make you look important, it just makes you look uncomfortable. Then there's the sob story approach. It's my birthday. My dog just died. My fiancé just broke up with me. These agents have heard every story in the book, and then some. Someone will walk up to the counter with a fake limp. They'll say they need more legroom for their bad knee. They can spot a faker from a mile away. Pulling a stunt like this is disrespectful to people who actually have disabilities. And please, do not try to bribe the gate agent. Don't slip them a $20 bill and wink. This isn't a nightclub. This is their job, and trying to bribe them is insulting. So forget these silly tricks. Okay, so we've talked about the dream, we've talked about why it's so hard to achieve, and we've debunked all the foolishness and bad advice that's floating around out there. So now you're probably thinking, okay Steve, you've told me what not to do. So what's the secret? What is this magical phrase you keep talking about? I know you're getting anxious, you're on the edge of your seat, that's good. I want you to feel this. I want you to understand that what I'm about to share is not a gimmick, it's a strategy. The power of this phrase isn't magic, it works because it's rooted in something very real, kindness and respect. It acknowledges the person you're talking to. It shows them that you see them not just as a uniform or a representative of the airline, but as a human being who has a difficult, often thankless job. Think about what a gate agent goes through all day. They are the face of the airline when things go wrong. They get yelled at for delays, for cancellations, for baggage fees. They are constantly dealing with angry, frustrated, and demanding people. So when you approach them, your entire demeanor matters more than anything else. You have to be the one bright spot in their chaotic day, because the curtain is about to be pulled back. Alright, here it is. The moment you've been waiting for. No more games, no more suspense. I want you to write this down. I want you to memorize it. I want you to practice it in the mirror. The 7-word phrase that can get you an airline upgrade is, if you have to move someone, please, wait, that's not it, hold on. The survey says, here we go. The actual phrase is simple, polite, and powerful. Are you ready? The 7 magic words are,
if the flight is full, I'll volunteer. If the flight is full, I'll volunteer.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Steve, that's it? That's the big secret? Yes, that's it. This phrase is brilliant because it's not asking for a handout. You are not begging for an upgrade. Instead, you are offering to help the gate agent solve a problem. You are turning the entire situation on its head. You are becoming a problem solver, not a problem creator. And that, my friend, is how you get noticed. Say this to the gate agent, and only the gate agent. Best time, about 30 to 45 minutes before boarding. Wait for a quiet moment, walk up calmly, make eye contact. Now the secret sauce is in the follow-through. After you've made your offer, the gate agent will likely thank you. They'll make a note on their computer or on a sticky note. They might tell you they'll call you if they need you. This is where your work is done. Do not linger. Do not stand there staring at them, expecting an immediate answer. Simply say, "Great, thank you so much," and walk away. Go sit down nearby where you can hear the announcements, but don't hover over the desk. Give them space to do their job. This shows you're genuinely trying to help, not just angling for a reward. What happens next is where the magic comes in. Airlines often overbook flights, but sometimes everyone shows up. Now the gate agent has a huge problem. More passengers than seats. They need to find volunteers to take a later flight. Who are they going to think of first? Not the angry guy who was yelling about his bag. They're going to think of you, the nice, calm, polite person who already offered to help. Don't just take my word for it. I've heard from so many people who have used this exact strategy and it worked like a charm. I'm talking about regular folks, not high-flying executives. There was a young lady named Brenda, flying from Chicago to visit her grandmother in Florida. It was a packed spring break flight. She walked up to the gate agent, smiled, and said those 7 magic words. The agent thanked her and took her name. 10 minutes later, they called her to the desk. They didn't need her to take another flight, but they did need to reseat a family. But the gate agent smiled and said, "You know what? For being so flexible, I'm going to put you up here." She handed Brenda a new boarding pass for a seat in first class. Brenda told me she almost cried. She spent the whole flight sipping ginger ale from a real glass. Her legs stretched all the way out. She said it made her feel like a movie star. Then there's my man David, a school teacher who was flying to a conference. His flight was heavily overbooked. He used the phrase, and the gate agent's eyes lit up. The agent said, "Sir, you are a lifesaver. Please have a seat and I'll call you." Sure enough, they called him up. They needed his seat. They offered him a $600 voucher. They put him on the next flight, which was only 2 hours later. And get this, they upgraded him to first class on that next flight for his trouble. He got paid to fly in luxury. He turned a problem for the airline into a huge win for himself.